how does a Christian view cremation? And the short answer is that in most cases, or at least in some cases, it's permissible but not recommended. And why do we say it's not recommended? Because it doesn't bear full witness to the dignity of the body. So, and ultimately to the soul. So what do I mean? Well, as Christians, we don't just believe in the resurrection of the soul. We don't just believe that the soul goes up to God. We're not Platonists, right? We believe in the resurrection of the body. We believe in the resurrection of the body and the soul, that our earthly bodies get resurrected and become spiritual bodies and are sown incorruptible. So when we have burial, we are burying that person's body in confidence that that body is going to be resurrected into a spiritual body. So the hope that we have of resurrection is preserved in the act of burial. In cremation, rather than keeping the body intact in hope of resurrection, we are burning the body, right? And although in principle, a person who burned their body could still believe in the resurrection of the body and the spiritual body, the act of burning the body seems to grate against the hope of the resurrection, because if you really believe that your body is going to be resurrected, why would you burn it? If you preserve it in the ground, God will raise it. If you burn it, it seems to not bear full witness to the hope of the resurrection of the body. And so this is why the church says it's not preferred. Well, it may be allowable, it's not preferred. And so I would encourage each of you who are thinking about cremation to really pray and ponder what is the meaning of the body. And if God's going to resurrect your body, then the prudent thing to do is to bear witness to that, to bury the body, to allow God to resurrect the body, to bear witness to that here and now, whereas cremation doesn't fully express that reality and that hope. What I'm not saying is that if somebody in your family was cremated, you cremated them, that was their desire, that was their wish. I am not saying that God is not going to resurrect them, right? The sovereignty of God is not bound by our actions, whether we choose burial or cremation. What I am saying is that the action of burial gives fuller witness to our hope in the resurrection of the body. And because of that fuller expression, it's preferred by the church. But I don't want anybody who has gone through the cremation of a loved one to despair or to reproach themselves and to deny that God is still going to resurrect the person. It's simply that insofar as we're aware, we want to bear witness to our hope in the resurrection of the body and the soul.